don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ernest Jones, the linebacker, with a sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, and this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker, because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
His throw incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now from Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And they call it 38 yards on the punt. No return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Going right back to Akers. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50. 1st and 10. Now Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Play fake. Murray. Rolling to his right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement, because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Stafford to cut there for a Rams first down.
As he gets the first down, let's take a look at what Cooper Kupp did last season, because it was one of the greatest years for a receiver in NFL history. 145 catches, 1,947 yards, both second most in a season all time. Truly an MVP caliber performance for the Super Bowl champs, and he capped it off in the Super Bowl himself as the MVP.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. The Rams and Cardinals, they met 3 times a season ago. They each won in the other's building in the regular season. The Cardinals 37-20 in Week 4, and the Rams in Week 14 on Monday night would win it 30-23. And then, of course, they would also meet in the first ever Monday night wild card game, the final game of the first Super Wild Card weekend. And the Rams kicked off their title run with a 34-11 win at SoFi.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Stafford. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Golden, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
Ready. 32.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Easy.
Throwing is Stafford. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. Robinson's got it. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 2 yards on the pickup there. And 3rd and 8 now. To throw is Stafford. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
They'll roll him out right. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
Murray going to throw. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Cardinals are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Throwing on first down is Murray. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one and another first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's got this down to the 35.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal.
On play action, it's Murray. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Aaron Donald in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Murray. Over the middle here to Brown. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. This just a 24-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0.
Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon.
Greg Dortch back deep.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Murray. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Touchdown, Cardinals. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot in the end zone and made it pay off.
Prater for the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Going up top for Kupp. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Stafford. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And he is going to have a Rams 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Murray. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Here's Powell on the return. 1:50 to go here in the first half. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To the air again, Stafford.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
That's a big forced incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
On 1st and 10, Stafford.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. The first down screen pass, good for 5. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Taken from about the 12.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lane.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Here's Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for L.A.
On the return, Dortch. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And the catch made by Hopkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On 1st and 10 is Counter. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Right back to Connor here on first. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And a short gain here down to the 22. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Murray going to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bobby Brown in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. Prater's kick is good, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So the lead extended. I think at this point we say, hey, defense, take us to the end.
Well, if I got some good music to put to that, I could have a good country hit. I like the way you express yourself there. I think the offense has done enough so far. But like you say, if your defense is only giving up 3 points, it makes it a lot easier to settle for field goals on this side of the ball.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Stafford. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Everson Griffin picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this.
And my goodness, another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. Connor up the middle. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Play action. Now it's Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
4th down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Stafford now to throw. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. Touchdown, LA! Tyler Higbee, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Rams are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Throwing on 1st down is Murray.
He'll get this to Connor underneath.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now a handoff coming left, Connor.
He'll take it inside the 25.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Connor. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Prater's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
On 1st down, Stafford here. That's complete to Robinson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Up the middle, here's Henderson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw, Stafford.
Now this is taken in by the tight end, Bryson Hopkins.
A big play there for L.A. 44 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Stafford. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. Stafford. Touchdown, Rams.
Cooper Kupp,
A 5-yard touchdown.
and the Rams get a bit closer. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 30, 10, 5. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
He will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Play fake. Murray under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ernest Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But
and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Troy Hill picks it. And the Rams are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Everson Griffin getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long. Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. A give running right is Connor. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now. but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Fourth down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now.
Prater's kick is good, but hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
He starts with a give to Akers.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, L.A.
Cam Akers, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point by Gay is up and good as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now Murray off play action.
That pass complete to Moore.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Murray to Moore, 1st down, Arizona.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Again, he finds Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And the ball is knocked out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals.
Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from